I can help you recover your memories if you teach me about sword fighting. I don't care if you're some kind of demon. Oh man, man's willing to give up his soul to a demon just to get better. There's only one thing that scares me. The fact that I'm a nobody. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really enjoying this series that I just recently discovered today, actually. It has currently 97 chapters, and it just returned, apparently, from hiatus. As you can see here, it apparently went on hiatus back in October 18th, 2025. It's been a few months since, it's been on hiatus, and it just came back literally just like 2 days ago. And I sat down, I started reading it, and I was just like, okay, I gotta stop. I gotta just sit down and get my initial thoughts out there while they're fresh, and here I am. So, this series, the Stellar Swordsman. I've never talked about this series before. This is my first time talking about it, and I'm going to just take a few moments to really describe kind of what it's about, but also why, honestly, I think, truthfully, you should check it out. So, it's not a reincarnated story. I just want to straight up say, do not think that the Stellar Swordsman is a reincarnated story or an isekai story or anything like that. It's not. It's also not a power fantasy like soul leveling or anything like that. It's strictly from what I have seen thus far from reading it. It's grounded in, like, medieval reality. Like, it's medieval reality with some magical elements, some fantasy magical elements, which I have not seen elaborated too much on yet. I'll talk about that in a second. But overall, it's more or less a traditional medieval swordsman slum type series with a little bit of geopolitics as well. It's actually a really good read so far. Like, I mean, character designs wise, I really love. Like, oh my goodness, like, look at this, okay? We have, like, a bunch of different character designs, like the different rulers of the slum and all that, like this man right here. Scroll down, you got all these individuals right here, like, look at this dude. That dude looks like pure evil. And then you got this man that looks like a weird pirate, and then you keep going down and you get to this dude, the penny pincher. He looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of like his design here when he appears in Chapter 2. But, I'm getting ahead of myself. The story overall, it is grounded in, like, medieval fantasy to a degree. Sword fighting and people being in the slums and dealing with, like, inadequacies with the actual wealth is definitely a big focus within this story. In fact, the opening sequence of the series is literally our main male character, this blonde-haired character right here, Vlad, that is literally like a candle seller in the middle of a brothel. Like, he's literally a part of adult shop, selling stuff, which I think, really indicates what type of story you're dealing with. This isn't like your traditional trying to play it safe, trying to be kid-friendly or anything like that. This story obviously is trying to, say, yeah, we're for adults. We are for adults. We have mature themes, mature messaging, and they're not trying to make it seem like, oh, you're too dumb to understand some of these themes. I like that. I like how this series kind of respects me being an adult, and it's not trying to sugarcoat things. It kind of just dives straight into how reality actually is, which that's where I get into Chapter 4. Chapter 4, which is kind of a little bit of a spoiler if you haven't read this, but it's wild. I honestly didn't expect this one, but this guy right here, he was journeying with our main male character, like he was journeying with Vlad, and apparently the guy's like, wait a minute, you've been journeying with a traitor. This isn't the person that you thought it was. He comes in and he reveals that, like, oh yeah, I'm actually someone that was a fake, and I've come to assassinate your boss. It's an awesome little reveal. I mean, literally on Chapter 3, you have a twist like this. Really good plot twist. I actually really like that. It caught me by surprise. I should have expected it, because I've seen plot twists time and time again, but this one did get me. I was actually shocked about the plot twist when this man came in and he's like, oh yeah, I'm actually not your friend. And, yeah, the headmaster goes down. Actually goes down, and our main male character literally has to give up his way of life just to flee the city or flee the slums and all that, and that's kind of where I'm at right now in the story. It's very early on, but yeah, I've really liked what I've read so far. It's good, because it's like I said, it's not a power fantasy. Well, it might turn into one, but it doesn't have those systems. It doesn't have, like, the soul leveling systems. It doesn't have, like, climbing a tower or anything like that, or going to a different dimension. It's literally just a story about a dude that has, like, this voice that's talking to him. He's hearing voices. People might think he's a schizo, but he's hearing voices, and this voice is teaching him how to use the sword. That's basically it. And I like it. Yeah, this is one of those series that's really stood out to me. Like, I was told a while back I think back in like September of last year, people are telling me that this series is something I should get on and actually start reading. And, definitely I'm kind of upset with myself that it took me so long to actually sit down and read this, because this is a pretty good read. I've also been told apparently that this is the first interaction I had with the series a while back, months ago, but someone told me around like chapter 80 onward there's like a big romance thing going on here. I don't know the details or anything like that, but apparently like if you're a big romance fan, you're gonna love after chapter 80 and onward. And I'm a big romance fan, so I'm excited to see where that goes and what's being said about that. But yeah, overall, the Stellar Swordsman, very good read. I don't want to spoil too many details about this if you have not read it for yourself, but there is a lot of chapters here. I mean, look, there is literally 97 chapters. It just came back, and according to looking at these release schedules, it seems like it's a weekly release. So every single week you get a new chapter, but on top of that as well, I mean, you can easily catch up to this. I want to be honest with you. Like, anyone that's read, like, a webtoon series knows that if you really like something, you could binge that. You could get through that literally in, like, a day or two if you really want to. Like, I mean, Omniscient Reader is a really good example. Like, you have a bunch of different series that really stand out and amazing on here, but, like, Omniscient Reader is one of those series that's, like, hundreds of chapters right now, but if you really wanted to, you could probably catch up to that in, like, a day or two, despite it being looking very long as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not a large time commitment to catch up to this if you are interested in it, but it's enough content there to know it's not going to be over in 5 minutes. So just FYI on that. But I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to briefly do a recommendation for the Stellar Swordsman. If you want to read this series for yourself, I'll have a link in the description and all that. You can check it out. It would help me out if you clicked on the link. But be safe, stay healthy, and I love you guys. Chibi out.